properly go live. And I think I am live. Excellent. We are back in Europa Universalis 4. I've just put down some rebellions here. We are playing as the Kilwa, who are the furthest south, at least at the 1444 start of the game, of the East African Muslim nations. And we're kind of at the end of the age of the great Indian Ocean trade. And Europe is coming. So we're playing nice little narrative touch. We're playing as a nation who have realised that from just what they've heard from the Mamluks and the Ottomans, and they've realised that there is this huge east-west world that is relatively temperate, relatively uninterrupted by difficult landscape, and very inhabited, and they've realised that's just going to allow the spread of ideas like nothing else, with just kind of the right start. Like, I'm not claiming that it's obvious how and why the world formed in the way it did, but well, maybe it is. We'll find out. So we are Kilwa. We have goals, presumably. So we just won a big war against Ajuran. Well, actually quite a small war, but we took 3 provinces, including this trade port, and we're pretty heavily a trading nation. That's going to be the source of a lot of our income. We're colonising down towards South Africa. Colonising is a weird way of putting it when it's this kind of part of the world, but let's call it colonising. And because that's what it's called in the game. They could think about changing the name of that, couldn't they? We have little Malindi here, who I could go for another war with them. If I declared war on them, Ajuran would come in again. I don't want to yet, though, because I have no small amount of unrest, particularly in Tanga, where people are unhappy, but I could actually just raise autonomy. I realised, I was thinking about it yesterday, I can give Mogadishu, which is a trade port, an entrepot. I could... Oh, once it's called, I can give it to an estate, and that's quite a good idea. Otherwise, inflation is on its way up. I have some corruption, but not so much. Corruption's a weird mechanic. Like, I kind of understand why it's in the game. It's interesting what it allows or stops, but I don't know, it doesn't feel necessarily that important. I have quite a lot of religions going on in my kingdom, and I'd quite like... One of my goals is to actually change religion and become Coptic. Which will probably mean taking over Ethiopia. So another war of Ajuran will get me around the Cape. I was actually looking at Oman as a place to attack. They have no allies. Oh, but I can't fabricate a claim on them. Too far away. So yeah, the amount of unhappiness is not great, but otherwise things are going pretty well in our nation. That's fine. Reinforcing a little bit. We're not going to bother doing that yet. We're working our way up through expansion ideas, which the internet basically tells me was the wrong choice. I still am of the opinion that I always want mercantilism. It seems good. It just seems like the right thing to do. So I have quite a lot of the trade power here. There's very little money there. I'm wondering if I might be better off. Well, actually, no. There's still no other trade nodes that I have access to. These are still too far. Can we see trade range? Oh, fantastic. I can state everything. I can call the provinces. And Mogadishu, I'm going to give to the Merchant Guild. They'll be very loyal. They'll finally have some land. Put the trade power up. Yep, that seems pretty good. So now the unhappiest people are in Zimbabwe, apparently. Why are you so unhappy in Zimbabwe? So there's gold here. Do I want to give gold to anyone? No, surely I want to keep gold. I'm just going to put the autonomy back up here, which will tank any money I'm making from it. Maybe a bad idea, but... Okay, so now the most unhappy are the Tanganese. People aren't very unhappy here, but I'm wondering, do I want to give this to... No. So if there's any places where I'm getting a lot of tax, I probably want to do it there. Supply limit, colonial and trade regions. No. Wow, simple terrain is ugly as hell. Terrain is arguably quite hard to read on this mod. I don't know, it's quite beautiful. There is weather in this game. God knows that seems like one step too many. I can't see a trade range map mode. Colonial range, trade value and loot. I've got a bit of devastation, which isn't great. My local autonomy is terrible only in the places where it's allowed to be terrible. Oh wait, is everything now in trade range? I think that's just updated. So I don't have very much trade power here, but I can probably do better than transferring from Ethiopia. We have 12% here. How do I have 12%? Where am I getting 12% from? I've got no ships. Yes. So if I send 12% more money to here, that is pretty worth it. I think I should be going for the next merchant in Coamadel. I think I improved relations with somebody. Everyone still thinks I'm too far away to be of any interest to them. That might change as I get properly around the Horn of Africa. Are you guys doing a thing? Because you could go protect trade nowhere of interest. I'm just about aware of the Cape of Good Hope. If I send you to go protect trade in the Cape of Good Hope, no, I should send them there. Who is least unhappy? Zimbabwe are not actually that unhappy anymore. But God, they cost a lot to convert. Okay. My allies have declared war. We lost some claims. Why did we lose claims? Did they just magically, did our claims just disappear? So I can fabricate claims before I go in, which is oh, I didn't think too carefully about that. Oh yeah, no, that was the one I wanted. So I should accept this war. There's absolutely no reason for... Oh wait, who's... I'm not at war with who I thought I was. Who am I at war with? Oh, this is not a fair war. This isn't a fair war, so... I mean, I should get these guys back. But... Who are you? Do you have a mission? I think I would like to protect trade in Zanzibar a bit, even though it will be a loss. You're my cogs. You apparently go that way around the world. Didn't capture any ships. Didn't lose any ships. Ak-Kun-Yulu has had a thing happen to them. Great. Got some religious harmony going. I'll have a rebel uprising soon. Because people are not that happy in Mutapa. In where? In Masapa. Which is here. So that'll be fine, I'll deal with that in a sec. I don't love you doing this. Because you'll be causing me a bit of devastation. But it will recover pretty quickly because of the fort. These native lands allow so much walking straight through my technology, my territory. So a huge increase in colonial range. I'll actually win this first. Could these guys have 2 forts? This is one of those places where it's gonna hurt. This is bad, just a bad idea. But I'm gonna keep the guy. I don't want to be told to kick them out because they're not Muslim. Okay, can we peace them, please? I don't want to lose my city. It's bad. Ugh. Really? I would like to take this. I don't have a core on it. So, obviously we get there now. We have 80% war score. So what I'll do is I'll use this as a clever way. Ah, just as I was about to... Oh, they're getting Tumbuka. Are they? Oh, Butua are getting Tumbuka. Butua, not a big fan of me. I could think about... Firstly, maybe going and planting an army in Masapa. Yep, let's go do that first. Tanga and Limpopo. Where is Limpopo? This is Limpopo. Given that they're already unhappy... Oh, I'm very rich. I should do something about that. I'm very rich, but I would rather... I probably should be going for points. The development's so low in all these places that it barely matters. More trade power in Zimbabwe is good. I'd kind of like to think about more forts. Yeah, a fort in one of these would be a good idea. A fort here is a pretty good idea for kind of all of this land. Let's build a fort here. Anything else? I actually don't really need the spy network in Oman, given that I'll never be allowed to fabricate a claim. Medri Bahi has all the same kind of enemies as I have. Oh, and it is Coptic. Now I'm slightly overdoing it on diplomatic relationships. It's probably too early to start integrating my vassal. Actually, it isn't. Although they do still have claims, I believe. They have claims on these two places. How much am I gaining from keeping them around? I quite like not having to worry about Madagascar, but at the same time Madagascar, you know, it's just Madagascar. Pretty close also to having all of the territory here. getting, therefore, all of the money. I have 43% of trade power, so presumably if I stop doing that, I will lose some money. Oh, I don't even want you going there, I think. I think I want you going here. Is that crazy? Gujarat's still there. I would think about trying to get in that. I think it's time to start building a spy network on those guys. If I thought about war with you, everyone would come in on a war with you guys. So even though the people in Mutapa, they're unhappy, but it's about to be a fort here. Let's just push the autonomy up. I probably would like to take these two before I... And that one, just so it could be my subject's responsibility to core it. But I think now the time is ripe to have another proxy war with these guys. Do I have claims on them? I'm getting claims in all the weirdest places. After saying all that, I don't have claims, so let's do this in the other order. Let's bring you over to here. That's my cog fleet. You could come as well, but I'm not sure I really need it. With my allies here as well, with my great general, I think I'll probably be fine. Making a ton of money. Normally I like building churches, but the amount I get from it is just so low. Hey! Tanga. 22 months. Might have to worry about some rebels there. The unrest is pretty high. Could just give it to an estate though. It's fine, really, isn't it? What's the trade good? Let's give it to them. Okay. So let's bring back the person who is spying in Yemen. And we're going to declare war on these guys. I'm going to declare war for our subject's cause. Oh, Butua will join this war. Alright, let's call Makura in then. Let's just take that straight away. I anticipate their only fort being that one. Now I don't have to worry too much about what's going to happen in these wars. If it, depending on where they turn up. Where are they going? They're going down there. Do you allow people to attach to you? Not really. They're continuing down there. Weird. Are you just going to walk over and siege Kilwa again? My friend, you could be more interesting? Cool, so their army has attached. Probably should have waited there for the siege to be done, but doesn't really matter. Let's go attack him. Is my ally here? I think so. Interesting direction they're running. Cool, we'll fight them again there. They indeed are just walking straight to Kilwa. I don't want the unrest, so... These are going to these guys anyway. Just wipe out a 1 stack. So they have managed to bring a 3 stack together. You'll get there on the 30th of December, you'll get there on the 31st of December. So that's perfect. Looks like they might be going to try and de-siege this. Nope. They're just carrying on. I can basically leave them to that then. So we can deal with that. That army. I don't know if I don't think I have any cannons at the moment. That's a mistake. They're just sieging a random province down there. So I have a claim on this and my subject doesn't. So I could think about taking that. No one has a claim on this. Oh, they did take it. I should definitely quarantine the province. It's just never worth not doing that. How's my war with these guys going? They're sieging some random stuff up there. Now, given that God, we've actually... I can take Bridgewater in this war. Is there anything else I want? I don't mind gems. I'm willing. I'm willing to accept gems. But it's not. No, none of it's particularly. None of it's got me excited. I guess let's go relieve that. I can probably... I don't know if it's better to do just one big piece deal. Do you have a claim on that? What's your flag? Sort of explodey boy. Nope, you have no claims, so you're getting no land. That's a lot of jungle, baby. Pirates. It really probably doesn't matter, but let's finish this siege. There we go. So I want that, which will give me a bit of aggressive expansion, and that. I want my vassal to have these three. Getting them to give up claims seems pretty good. War reps. I don't need to annul any treaties. I'm still not quite sure. Is it better? 4 and 6. 7 and 6. Seems better to do it that way. How much money could we take? That's not what I wanted. Can I immediately give this? Need a diplomat back. That's Vatamanadri. And now let's get up here. So I definitely want autonomy up here. Okay, now I have a diplomat free. I'll sell you this province for... Oh, you will give me money for it. Will cost us 10 prestige. Fine. Just one of the weirdnesses of life. So, I could start annexing you now. Maybe I want your help in the next war first. They really can't seem to decide whether or not. Let's build some of these bad buildings. Masapa, who are probably still angry. Let's make you more angry. Can I actually see? Is there a map mode for disease outbreaks? Not that I can spot. Let's get that up, rest up. I've got a local mosque. I would be interested in you as a vassal, I think. Don't really need any province improvements right now. I'm at the point where I am just kind of raking in some cash, which is good. I also might not be at my force limit anymore. Nope, nowhere near. 1, 2, 3. Am I at my naval limit? No! Oh, I can build some more cogs. A couple of bucks. I sort of don't want to just... at this point I'm not doing too much conversion. I would have legalism. If I declare war on you, I'd still get Maha and Mejibahi. Great. Where's your trade port? It's there. So let's fabricate on Malindi. And while I'm at it, let's fabricate on Lamu. And for you guys, where do I want to fabricate? I want to fabricate on Hobyo. You're not going to allow me to fabricate there. I can't. I do really want Barava. These provinces are very meh. So I think I'll just keep on fabricating up the coast. The coast. So it would be Warshik. And that's a capital at a whole 6 development. Are you guys okay? You seem kind of big and scary, but actually you have very little development. That's the only place I can fabricate. Okay. What I probably should have done, and I'm going to start doing... Nope, can't even do it, is put a fort somewhere. Probably here. Could do that. Don't actually have that much money. Must have spent it on something. That is probably a fort, so I'm actually going to be a bit stuck on this side. Oh, what? Oh, Mahwa is in another war. Well, it's still probably fine. We're going to bring in Medjugorje. Move myself towards mysticism. My war goal is to take Malindi. Malindi is the fort. Oh, I still haven't built a cannon. Let's build that single cannon. That might have been mercenaries I just called. And let's take that and let's get my fleet with an admiral up here. Apparently I am allowed to walk there. And you say you'll go this way. Got a good general. I think this should be okay. Oh, I didn't even get a crossing penalty. I think everything's great. I am fighting a battle I don't want to be fighting in the... against all our navies. Ah! God, I lost all 6 ships. Man. You guys could stay in port. I would say I've been impressed with the amount of naval power that Ajuran is managing to put out. Okay, Lamu has no fort, does it? Nope, and it won't at any point. I can have a technology, combat width and military tactics. There is no reason not to have that. Apart from maybe my combat width is a lot wider than I am. There's one reason not to have it. It's not helping that I have to spare quite so much of my army to dealing with natives. Let's make that a territory and state it. And now, given that it's kind of unhappy, let's give it to the church. Hopefully they might stop with the slave trade, maybe. Would be nice. Not going to happen. But a boy can dream. So it's kind of tempting to nip out and catch that free stack. But I think it'd be a mistake. You're actually wanting to walk to the coast. Because I think my fort here has really got you stuck. Oh! Right on time with the more cannons. And my allies here. And the Ajuranis are up there. Sort of sieging them down. Not sure how I feel about events that are just bad, like bad thing happened. Pretty close to winning that siege. They're not very close to winning any of theirs. Be interesting to see where they're going to drop their troops off. You go there. You're suffering attrition. I'm losing money. I think with winning that siege, we can call this war done. We caught them there. Oh, almost got them. Okay, let's keep the pressure up on them. I don't really want them coming back, but I'm also not too scared that they will. Probably taking quite a lot of attrition there. We're actually out of manpower. Which, you know, it's a resource, and we're using it. So on that scale, we're sort of fine. Actually, what I want is you not to attach anymore. Yeah, leave. Wow, you came over here. What a plan. So they do have this big fleet here. Otherwise I'd like to come out and do a bit of blockading. It's really unlikely I take it than 7%. I want to see where this goes to. %, so depending on whether or not I take this, I think I should probably call peace. I'm not yet at that peace deal. Okay. We can win 2 more sieges first. Okay, now they would take that. And they'd give me a bunch of gold. Hey, my name is almost in a good place. Secretly, this game is about getting a nice big name. I can have another idea, which will solve that problem. Some of my provinces do lack cores. I just spent all of my administrative points. Let's take back that embargo. Am I embargoing you guys? Yes. Do I want to be rivals of anyone else? Not really allowed to. Got a nice bit of power projection. I'd like a lot more. Sure. Really not very big on vassalization. Mutapa. Wow, no, really not thinking about it. Okay, I have no sort of economic base at all. Let's crank up that autonomy. If you're watching this, probably within the next year or two, Ethiopia has announced me as a rival, which means I can probably do the same to them, which I would like to. I will embargo them, and when I get a chance, I'll build a spy network against them. Medjugorje, pretty good ally. So let's keep improving relationships with them. Let's keep things nice and civil. Just checking that the Mamluks don't not like them. The Mamluks are waging war on a different scale. The Timurids are pretty huge and a bit scary. Vijayanagar even more so. Now, I should think about, do I want a fort anywhere up here, and if so, where? So, which territories give defensiveness? Mountains do. Desert does not. But I can't imagine it's nice to siege desert forts. You'll be fine. My guys have... I'm gonna pull this back for a bit and get to annexing these guys. You haven't done anything bold like... Nope, you haven't made any more claims. My other subjects won't like it, but then my other subjects don't exist. What are the Buchuan ideas like? Can I see those somewhere? Central African technology. They are... Oh wait, yeah, can I... I can do focuses. A single area versus a good... I'm going to just do a single area. So that will create a lot more unrest there, but at the same time, life's short. You should keep protecting trade in the Gulf of Aden. Now, would it be nice to take that actually now I'm looking at it? Because that would have given me access to this sea tile. Made a bit of a mistake there. Where is my transport fleet? It's there. Oh, I see. It's not getting me anything in Zanzibar because I own it all. There's only one other nation that has a sea province. So the only place really where it's worth putting them is Gulf of Aden, and I can put them all there. Excellent. New colony. Now I'm a bit stuck, because I'd actually like to keep on colonising down there, but I don't know it exists. I guess I should probably... Yeah, I should colonise this, because I don't want anything for Europe to be able to leap hop. Leap hop's the word, that's the word I meant to say. I don't know what the word I meant to say was, so it's probably leap hop. Some of my provinces still lack cores, including Melindi. And Matt Solo. Where's Matt Solo? I'm actually going to go for that. And the reason for that being, it's the one I decided to go for. Can I have some administrative power and also make you happy? And then spend that administrative power. Are we there yet? No, we're not there yet. So, given that we've only been there for a second, is that clever? So we're going to wait for my settler to arrive. He's there. And now we can get that army there. Oh, that's Matt Solo. That makes sense. I don't feel like I'm doing too well to my immediate goal of trying to get, trying to become Coptic. Other goals, feeling pretty happy about. Economic, administrative, or innovative. That's probably not going to happen. I'd like one of those. Sounds nice. I think my priority is probably getting a fort. I think my other priority should maybe be vassalizing someone like Marahan, who has claims. You have a kind of soft claim here, but this would be your core provinces for another 100 years. We were even once friends. Allied with Yemen and Azerbaijan. Boats, boats, lovely new boats. I'm gonna bring back, if I can find it. Where's my 2-stack fleet? Did it sink? No, it joined up. Fine. I don't understand why you're not going and dealing with that. Like, maybe you're mad about being annexed. Oh, I'm trading in coffee. That sounds nice. Can convert Matsolo, the angriest place in my kingdom. Solved. Yes, 9 development. That's quite nice. Tower, nowhere near as much. $20 of yearly corruption +1. Serfs should be allowed to move where they want to. I can have another advisor. Seems fine. And everything is finally called. Knew it. Should these guys... How common were horses in this part of the world at this time in history? I don't think that they were like totally not there or anything, but... But yeah. I'm not... When did horses spread down to Africa? Were they always there? Like, I think of horses as a really kind of Central Asian animal that obviously was so useful it spread everywhere. Hi Lewis, how you doing? We call the diplomat. I've already forgotten what. Oh, you were making friends with these guys. Pardon me. I could probably knock it up a speed. So I do kind of need this merchant here. This is getting 1.5 into here, and that's basically all going into my pocket. So I'm pulling a lot of the trade in this direction. I have 2% apparently trade power here, and 4% here. So I wouldn't achieve very much up there. Oh, and I have enough to build a fort. And I was going to build it here in the desert. Not a fan of extreme practices, probably. Good, I've just moved half of my house around. And I'm getting a lot of things into order. Including, I was planning to do the changeover tonight, changing back to not streaming directly to YouTube anymore. Or, to be more accurate, I will stream directly to YouTube, but I'll also just stream all over the internet. The rationale being, you know, I have no idea where I'm going to find an audience, but may as well look everywhere. It's weird now, streaming. Just, it's this strange, like, I'm not quite sure, like, do I want people's attention? Do I want to just hang out and chat while playing a game? Do I want to become a media personality? I'm not really sure what my motivation is. It's mostly just I was having a lot of memory loss. I thought, hey, if I'm recording what I'm saying, that should be less of a problem. So I could try and convert Zimbabwe. It costs... I have no idea how it costs this much. Zimbabwe is the most fetishist place in the entire world. And you know what? I think I should probably just accept that. I've been forcefully converting quite a lot of the world, but it's nice to keep at least one place with some pluralism. I just had an idea. What was it? I could promote some more cultures. Shona or Somali. I'll probably have to promote whatever the Madagascan culture is in a sec. That's probably the most important thing. It feels... I think a point this game makes, whether on purpose or not very well, is trying to colonise empty land and being continuously attacked by the natives who are like, not empty land. And even though we know we're going to lose, we're going to keep doing it because we live here. Okay. They love me. They would have an alliance. They're not too keen on being vassalised. So, my manpower is recovering. There's nowhere, obviously... I guess I can build a marketplace. And almost certainly I want more... Those aren't that strong. Butois have insulted us. I could go for a quick war with them. I want to get rid of the first vassal. Yeah, I've changed to a different room as well. But things like setting up the camera. I've dug out an old laptop, and I'm going to use that as like the centre of the like organising all the camera stuff. And start kind of trying to make the stream look more nice. Like, I think it looks fine, but I'm quite an aesthetic person, and I haven't really applied any aesthetic to what the stream should look like. Am I allowed... I should look this up quickly. Can I use... That's not so good. Can I use show superiority to get... to vassalize someone? So as of 5 years ago, this useful forum post this is too complex. Yeah, I think you're right, particularly with a game like this. A lot of streamers, they just put their face really small down here. I quite liked, I've changed it a bit now, but I liked when the fact that I'm kind of looking at the screen. I'm looking in the right direction on camera for looking at the screen. You get what I mean. It looks like I'm looking at the screen itself. just in case I'm not allowed to do this. No, I think I'm probably allowed. Yeah, it's true. That dead space is a lot. Oh, fantastic. My great ruler is finally here. And I can do loads of things. I can get yearly prestige. I can get national unrest. I can get missionary strength. I mean, these things I could do before, but I will do them now. Yeah, I'm coming to realise it's not perfect. Are there any other things that you... Because I think you watch Twitch a lot more than I do. I keep telling myself I should go and watch other people's Twitches to get some ideas, and I have a little bit. And I watch some people who post their Twitch streams to YouTube. But are there other things that you particularly think would be a good addition? Oh no. Monopoly company founded. Let's have the diplomatic power, which I might need. And... oh, I'm breaking a truce. Absolutely not. When do I have a truce until? 5 years. Oh. So this is a state that you can really get into, particularly as a nation like this, where you're slightly stuck in a truce with everyone. Moravi have no... keep wanting legalism. Moravi just have absolutely nothing going on in their world. So I would be more keen to vassalize... I don't know. Their independence has been guaranteed by Ethiopia, who presumably have sort of sussed my game. Do I want another colonist? No, I think I want to... oh, I definitely want to catch up in technology. I'm not doing terribly, but I think I should be trying to get some admin thing. Yeah, I agree. I think keeping it as little going on as possible. I can see some point for having some text on the screen, but the kind of people who have a big thing that comes up all the time. Maybe it makes sense for bigger streams, like particularly for people who are trying to make their livelihood from the stream. For anyone who's trying to do that, like, do what you got to do. Oh, my advisor died. That's very bad news. that got real scary real quickly. Better have some morale of navies. Can I do better than that? Can I get one from the estates? Who are you? You're a diplomatic advisor. Oh. Are those diplomatic advisors? I have no idea. Let's just have a morale of navies. My morale of navies will save me from these guys. I mean, I guess I'm gonna rival them back and like trade embargo them. I don't want to do this. They're much bigger and stronger than me. The only thing that I would like is for the stream to feel a bit more personal to me, and I'm trying to work out how to do that without having too much visual noise. Because I feel like a lot of people are kind of blowing through, and that's fine. I think you probably have to look at like 30 streams that you're not particularly keen on before you... Ah, no longer a valid rival. Great. That situation sorted itself out very nicely. You have to just go... Oh, I got distracted by inheriting Madagascar. This unit is relocating to Malindi. Why on earth are you doing that? Right, go over there. So I lose a bit of stuff for them being not of my culture. What's happened? We became the leading producer of slaves. I don't know if I want to click this. You know, it's good, but I'm nowhere near being able to think about abolishing the slave trade. Oh, some shipyards is actually a good idea. As probably are some regimental camps, but less important. Actually, I'm slightly over my force limit, so let's dead you. Apparently this one ship will net me 2.36 ducats. There. Macau have insulted me, despite them being my ally. I have no idea why they did that. I will marry you in Mahara. I was sort of hoping... You seem to have been doing that for a long time. We are getting to the point where that truce has expired. That is the next water fight. Oh, my general died. I don't know why you're... I just don't know why you are the way you are sometimes. How did... Stop marrying me, then immediately dying. I'm not that bad. Got some unrest. I wonder why. Maybe it was a good idea keeping those rebels alive. Maybe they were kind of sucking up all the unrest. So after our terrible monarch living forever, was it both of these guys? I don't know what happened. One corruption's probably better. Given that corruption is just cost, and I have a lot of money. I have never in a game run out of sailors. Am I increasing my trade power in a way that I really don't need? Because that's not increasing my trade value. I wonder how close I have to be before. Everyone is just dying. Fine. I would love to know what's going on in Europe, because right now I'm just kind of nervously anticipating them coming around the horn. That's a pretty poor general. Oh, but my colony is self-supporting. Let's bring you over here. You over here. You over here. And I'll start colonising there, or at least over here. I probably should have got that a long time ago. Okay, let's do this war. I have a Regency Council. Let's... How is this making me so little money? I maybe want to take that back from... Can I see all my provinces in a nice way? Now I can see them in the ledger. I believe I can see them in the ledger. Here we go. I want to see which provinces are owned by estates. Well, that's a nice graph. That tells me quite a lot. Who's for some reason Makawa's on this graph. Oh, so I have a completely eclipsed Ajuran. And I earn more than the Mamluks. But nowhere near as much as the Ottomans. I earn about the same as Vijayanagar. Less than Timurids. Ooh, a page just called charts. I'm so in. I haven't really looked for the ledger very much. Religious breakdown. So the huge Madagascan culture. Was a whole thing. God, I really am the world's... What a great collection of things to produce. Needs to make some fish. What else we got? How long will I have this Regency Council for? Can I do something about it? They're age 6. Well, while this is happening, could drop fort costs. I think maybe I just gotta live with it. I'm also paused. Oh, so now I'm... God, the people who are allowed to be rivals with me change all the time. I can't embargo someone I have a truce with. They can be my enemy. Fine. So I have quite a lot of military points. So let's actually just develop some military. Development cost low. Zimbabwe has... Did I try and spawn an institution here and then just give up on it? I think I did. Oh, a lot of conversion needs to be done. Oh my god, these aren't in order. Is there anywhere else where they weren't in order? Don't think so. Why did I build six manpower here? Why did I do that? I am not in the best place for finding out about any institution. In Barra. Okay, so now it's getting to the point where I might have met people who have heard about the Renaissance. Colonialism has not occurred to anyone. And honestly, it's more likely to come from the south than from the north. So you're being attacked by Elsa. Elsa is allied with the Mamluks and Ajuran. But Ethiopia joined this war. So the only thing that I want to do... Too late to do that. But yeah, I'm in. Gives me a thing to do. My navy should finally win this battle after years of losing pretty much every battle. You can come join too. So it looks like we're fighting fighting the Mamluks. Also looks like we have no general yet again. No? Someone died. Probably doesn't matter. Is this a gold province? You're on your way up. You may as well go and start sieging. Just carpet sieging some stuff. So it's going to be interesting. I think we should win. Especially with this kind of come straight down here and deal with this tactic. Man, what are you in this war? Why are you here? You just decided, like, I want to visit Taveta. It's some arid mountains with no development. I want to go there. I want to fight the natives here. Oh, that's a really good idea. Whoa, whoa, no, don't. Oh, it's probably my my admiral who died. That's worth replacing. This army is New York's hottest club. It's got everything. Cannons, some other things. Get rid of some extreme practices. Get a new top admiral. There we go. And are you not protecting trade? Keep protecting trade. I think you were protecting trade. You're going to come here. You are going to come here. You've got a heavy ship with you. Don't know how that happened. Heavy ship can go there. There is nothing I could do with another colonist. You guys could be friends. That looks like a good battle. I have a feeling sieging Ethiopia is not a very fun task for anyone. Excellent. So you go back to your mission of protecting trade here. And I'm going to start marshalling the troops, but I'm going to be cheeky about this. You're only going to go this far. You're going to attack them with a general. then the general's going to magically not return. In the meantime, let's convert the cheapest place we can think of to Sunni religion. And we're just hoping people are allowed to attach to you. But they don't want to. Ah. If I go here, will I get unblack flagged? No. They really shouldn't have accepted that bit of the piece. In the meantime, we got some quality ivory. So the capital still stands. And they're even de-sieging some stuff up here. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I had no idea that was going on. How's my army doing? I can have a couple more troops. Don't mind if I do. So they're not going to take that anytime soon. They've unsieged a bunch of stuff. They are taking a needless fight that they'll probably lose. And decided not to take one that they'd probably win. Seems about right. Oh, I'm nowhere near my naval force limit. Gonna get one more cog, and I have no idea if that's worthwhile, but I also have no idea if I just went straight over my naval force limit. I did, I went over by 2, so let's get rid of that and that. So I'm not fighting in any shallow seas, am I? They got wise to my plan to come and attack them. We're only just behind them. I don't know about force marching yet. Interesting. Why would I get a crossing penalty? It's my castle. Hope I don't. Did I? No. So I have a terrible general. I did not factor that in. I have slightly better morale. Got slightly less discipline. They have 2 cannons to my 1. And I think I'm going to lose this battle, so It's probably best to leave now, I think. So I'm rich. Let's get some mercenaries. Oh yeah, because I'm building ships everywhere. Let's build a couple less ships and a few more mercs. And head back up here. And maybe let's roll a better general. Yes, much better. Too many military leaders, so let's fire the terrible one. So not quite at full morale. I can wait another tick. Oh, that's where their armies are. Kind of an interesting choice. I did not get a crossing penalty this time. That's a good roll. That's a fine roll. So, the... what are you doing here? I'm not at combat with. The... how combat works in this game is kind of completely inexplicable. I'm slowly starting to learn it. Oh, so it's the Mamluks are pushing up the combat width. This time, I have more morale. Was that true last time? Not sure. Excellent. Why are you not... Oh, there we go. Let's attach those mercenaries and... I'm going to send them on a bit of a suicide mission. Cheaper. Not cheaper than sending them home, but doesn't cost much more than just sending them home. I could keep going on this. I'd get naval lead and maneuver. Doesn't seem particularly great. No, just walk there. So if that got sieged, that would be very bad for me. So actually maybe... yeah, maybe my priority is de-sieging that. They're going north. Nope, they're coming back south. Remember Assa? The people who this war is kind of all about? They're pretty war exhausted. The Mamluks are getting pretty war exhausted. Assa is probably starting to think about war exhaustion. How much longer does it take you to go via here? So I've got my trade fleet. Can relieve that siege. And this war just turned right around. Is that because we won the siege for Cairo? Hey, and they gave up on the siege. So let's see if I can pick off anyone. Oh, these guys are... Oh my god, you're all taking attrition? Why is my naval range so bad? You have... like, go home when you need to, right? They won't just sit there and die, will they? Let's find out. We've got a bit of time to kill. You're going back into Bayer. Not quite sure why, but fine. Are you locked yet? No, not yet. Now you're locked. The mercenaries are still not just doing a decent thing and dying somewhere. Too cruel? Knowing how to shift click, it really shouldn't, but it makes me feel like a complete genius at this game. Okay. We've won the Battle of Bayha. Nope, you are getting killed. I think I'm sieging deserts. Which is not a great way to live a life. And none of you guys apparently are mercenaries. Where are my mercenaries? My mercenaries are here. Sure. Hey, there we go. Peace with the Mamluks. Let's attach the mercenaries. Send them to do the heavy lifting. Split this army in half because of attrition. Could you just walk home? Why does everyone refuse to walk everywhere? Oh, it's you that we don't want to go through. It's probably best if we get black flagged then. Go help with that. How have I got minus 3% war score? just because they actually occupy some territory. No, literally just walk there. There we go. Very unhappy. Anaslova, Firhene and Minabe. Problem solved. Alright, I think that's probably a pretty good place to leave it for the evening. Funge is seemingly large and terrifying. They extend at least as far as this. I think that's still them. My name's getting to be a pretty good size, pretty good shape. Happy with that. And oh, let's get rid of the mercenaries. Get out of here, guys. So I'm at my force limit. I'm waiting on another big boat to go to my ship limit. Bara and Bestilio. Where? Find Bara. Magic Pardon, Magic Pardon. Well, that's interesting. Let's return to that next time. Do I want to go to war with them? Yes, but maybe not for the thing you want. I'd lose a diplomatic rotation. I'd lose some prestige. I'd maybe lose my no longer very necessary alliance with these guys. Did I? Yeah, buddy. Can make a new alliance. Who do I want to make it with? Timurids would at least think about it. Gujarat's gone. An alliance with the Timurids would be interesting. I'm also thinking, do I want to use this trade node? Here we go. 2%, current trade power 10.4. So that's just coming from merchants downstream. Until I can work out here I can see my supply. We can only just now actually take the Maldives. Would be cool to see that. That would make a big difference actually. Would you give me fleet basing rights? You would. Would you? You wouldn't. But yeah, you would. Which means that now... Did I get closer? Your fleet basing rights. But what does that do? Like, what effect does that have? Oh, wait, no, it's all changed. Yeah. Send some ships to Gujarat. I have no idea what you're doing out in the ocean. Really hoping you lose that war, but I don't think you're very likely to. I'm going to split you in half again. Send the last one to Cormandel. And then... I think I want to go via Gujarat. No. Oh, wrong one. So it'll take 42 days for everyone to be there. I'm not sure how much I was making for trade before. But we'll see how much I end up making after this. So that's sending 4 this way. 2 this way. Right now I'm making 14 from trade. Now we're making 10. Now we're making 11. Now we're making 15. There's no way this much is still coming out of this to Zanzibar. Is there? If it is, I don't understand how trade works. Do I transfer trade power even though I don't have a merchant? This changes everything, Griffin. As I said, gonna leave it there. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. See you next time.